Assalamu alaikum class and a very good morning. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, Miss is also doing fine. Class, are you doing your most important thing in your life? You must be wondering, what is that most important thing that Miss is asking about? Well, I'm talking about studying. Are you doing that? If yes, then excellent. Keep up the good work. Students, today in our class, we'll be learning something new and fun. But before starting our class, I want to introduce myself to you. I am your BGST teacher and I am Khaidusna Fariha from Sector 4 branch, Uttara Mahasthangar School and College. With this introduction, let's start our class now. So students, welcome to my class. Open your CW copy and book in front of you right away before starting the class. And write the CW number on your copy 37, as today our CW number is 37. And also don't forget to write today's date as well. Today we are going to have our class on chapter 2, that is Bangladesh and World Civilization. While we are ready to do our class, let's know the objectives of today's class first. After finishing our today's class, all of the students will be able to have a clear idea about the discussed topic of today. You all will be able to discuss the topic even more clearly than before. Also, you will be able to answer any questions related to the topic. Before starting our main class for today, let me know whether you have done your study at your home properly or not. I will now ask you some quick questions from the previous class from this chapter. Are you ready for this? Well, then here goes the first question for you. Can you tell me, where has the Lord bathing space been found? Yes, very good. You are right. The answer is Karatoa, right? The second question for you is, when was the civilization of Ganges Basin developed? Can you remember? Yes, you are absolutely correct. Again, the answer is 700 BC, right? Then, can you tell me, how many major towns can be found in Indus Civilization? Yes, that one was an easy question, right? The answer is 2 major towns can be found in Indus Civilization. Now, last but not the least, can you tell me, on the bank of which rivers did Mahasthangar establish? Yes, the answer here will be again Karatoa, right? Okay, as we have already started solving creative questions from the chapters, in today's class also we will be solving MCQ and extra creative questions from chapter 2 of your BGST book. So, what will be the exact agenda of our class for today? In our today's class, we are going to discuss the extra MCQs of chapter 2 and an extra creative question from this chapter. So, we will be learning to solve the MCQs and creative question of this chapter. For your betterment, I have divided the chapter into 2 sections. In our today's class, the MCQs and the creative question that we will be discussing, they will be from lesson 1, 2 and 3 of the second chapter. In the next class, we will solve the rest of the chapter. Okay? Let's start the class then. Let's start with solving the MCQs first. Here you can see the first question with the options. Can you tell me, Indus civilization is also known as which thing? The options are here. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, pundranagar, and Hakra. So, what will be the answer? Yes, the answer will be A. Harappa. Indus civilization is also known as Harappa, which is one of the major cities of Indus civilization, right? Then let's see the second question and the options. The second question is, when did Uari Bateshwar develop? The options are given like A. 2700 BC, B. 2700 AC, C. 205,000 BC, and D. 2500 AC. The correct answer here will be C. 2500 BC. In this era or in this time, Uari Bateshwar developed. The third question is, who collected the relics of Uari Bateshwar? The options are here. A. An archaeologist, B. a primary school teacher, C. a high school teacher, D. a Chinese tourist. So, let's see what will be the answer. The answer here is a primary school teacher collected the relics of Uari Bateshwar, and we also know the name of this primary school teacher, right? We will know the name of the primary school teacher in our MCQs also. Let's see the next question. Question number 4. Which civilization was the center of internal and international commerce? The options are given like Indus Civilization, B. Mahasthangar, C. Uari Bateshwar, D. Egyptian. So, the answer here will be C. Uari Bateshwar. This civilization was the center of internal and international commerce. So, C will be the correct answer here. Let's see the next question, that is question number 5. Okay, now the question is, what was the capital of Pundranagar? The options are A. Harappa, B. Mahasthangar, C. Mohenjo-daro, and D. Pundranagar. So, the answer here will be yes, pundranagar. See, Pundranagar was the capital of Pundranagar, and Pundranagar is another name of Mahasthangar. So we can also say that Pundranagar was the capital of Mahasthangar as well. So here the correct answer, that's why, will be Pundranagar, not Mahasthangar. Okay. Let's see the question number 6 and what are the options. The question number 6 here, who fought against the British from Mahasthangar jungle? The options are given like A. Fakir Majnu Shah, B. Wen Shang, C. Muhammad Hanif, D. Fakir Majnu Shah. So, what do you think? What will be the correct answer? Yes, you are right. The answer is Fakir Majnu Shah, right? That is the option number A. You can see the option number D is quite similar, but the middle name is different. For the option D, here is written Fakir Majnu Shah, but the name of the person who fought against the British from Mahasthangar jungle, his name was Fakir Majnu Shah, not Manju Shah. That is why D will not be the correct answer. A here will be the correct answer. And you can see the option that is given in the C number, that is Muhammad Hanif. He was the primary teacher who collected the relics of Uari Bateshwar. And Huan Sang, he was a Chinese tourist, right? Okay, let's see what is the next question. That is question number 7. See, this question is about Huan Shang. Let's see the options here, as it is a multiple choice questions. Okay, so let's see options. The options are given like that: Wen Shang was a Chinese tourist, 2 priest, 3 archaeologist. And now you have to choose which one is correct. The option A, 1 and 2, B, 2 and 3, C, 1 and 3, and D, all of the 3. That is 1, 2 and 3. So here the answer will be option A, 1 and 2. Wen Shang was both Chinese tourist and a priest, but he was not an archaeologist. For this reason, the option number 3 will not be the correct answer. That is why option 1 and option 2 will be the correct answer. And A holds the option 1 and 2 both. That is why A here will be the correct answer. Now you can see the question number 8 on the screen with the answer, right? But let's see what is the question first and what are the options of the question. The question is, Indus civilization developed on the bank of which rivers, right? Sindh, Hakra, and Saraswati. Now you have to choose the correct answer. Like which one is correct? Options are given 1 and 2 for the option A, option B 2 and 3, option C 1 and 3, and option D 1, 2 and 3. You can already see the answer is given on the screen. The answer will be all of them 3, that is option number D. Indus civilization developed on the all of the rivers bank, right? Like Sindh, Hakra and Saraswati. The next questions 9 and 10 will be based on the stem. So you have to read the stem first and then you have to answer the question. Let's see the stem first. The stem is Rupa was going to her village Gaibandha. While going through Bogura, her father said, here one of the oldest civilization of Bangladesh is situated. It has now become a tourist place. So this was about the stem. Let's see what are the questions 9 and 10. The question 9 is, which oldest civilization of Bangladesh is being indicated in the stem? The options are given: A. Harappa, B. Mahasthangar, C. Uari Bateshwar, and D. Hakra. The answer will be option number B, which is already given, right? The answer is Mahasthangar, right? So, the oldest civilization that has been being indicated in the stem will be Mahasthangar. Then question number D is a multiple choice question. The question is, who did survey Mahasthangar in 1879? Okay, the options are given like that. 1. Alexander Cunningham, 2. Wen Shang, 3. Muhammad Hanif. So the answer will be only Alexander Cunningham. Wen Shang and Muhammad Hanif, they didn't survey Mahasthangar in 1879. And when you will be choosing the correct answer, you can see that in the options, the option number B has only the correct answer, that is Alexander Cunningham. That is why the answer is already given here, that B is the correct answer, where the option is Alexander Cunningham is lying, right? Okay. After solving the MCQs, let's solve the creative question now. Now, here for the stem of the creative question, you can see the stem is very simple and precise. Here, in the stem, two civilizations are given, right? So, in the civilization 1, the information is given the first urban civilization. In civilization 2, the information can be seen that internal and international center of commerce. Now let's see what are the questions. Question number A. What was the other name of Mahasthangar? We all know, right? Then again, we will be solving the answer, so don't worry. Question number B. What do you know about Buddhist Bhairas? Explain. Question number C. Why the civilization 1 is being called the first urban civilization? Describe. And question number D. Evaluate the statement that civilization 2 was the internal and international center of commerce. Here, the stem is very simple and precise, as I've already said. If you read lesson 1, 2 and 3 clearly, you will understand the stem at one glance. Now that we have seen both the stem and the questions, let's solve them now. Question number A. It was, what was the other name of Mahasthangar? This is a knowledge-based question. You will find the answer of the knowledge-based question directly in your book. So, here the answer is, the other name of Mahasthangar was pundranagar. When you will be writing the answer, don't just write pundranagar. You have to write the full sentence here. I'm saying again that the other name Mahasthangar was pundranagar. You have to write like this. And I'm giving you warning. Don't mix up Pundraburdwan with pundranagar. They are not same. Pundraburdwan was the capital of pundranagar or Mahasthangar. We know that, right? For answering this type of knowledge-based questions, you have to read the book chapter very well. For this question's answer in specific, you will find it in lesson 3. Then the question number B. The question was, what do you know about Buddhist Bhairas? Explain. This question has 2 marks. And for writing the answer of this question, you have to give 2 paras. In first para, you have to give introduction, where you must write the knowledge-based information related to the topic. It will ensure 1 mark for your answer. And for the second para, you have to describe the answer clearly. Now the answer of this question is in the lesson 3 of your book. Open lesson 3 right away. On page number 17, you will find the answer. For writing the answer, you can start with who saw Buddhist Bhairas in the introduction. Then go for the details like, in the 7th century, the Chinese tourist and priest Huanshang saw 20 Buddhist Viera and 100 Brahmin temples in Pundranagar region. You can write it as the introduction part. Then go for the description. You can write, the ancient Buddhist Vieras can be compared with modern residential universities. In Bihar Union, 6 km away from the fort city of Mahasthangar, 2 Buddhist Vieras have been discovered at Vashavir and Pita of Tutaram Pandit. 2 temples have been discovered at Govindavita, adjacent to Mahasthangar, and at Gokul Med, that is 2 km southwest of Mahasthangar. If you write it like that way, it will be enough for answering the question number B. Now, let's see the question number C. The question number C was, why the civilization 1 is being called the first urban civilization? Describe. For your betterment, And so that you don't forget about the stem, I have also given the stem here. And you can see in the stem here that in the civilization 1, the information was about the first urban civilization. And now for the question number C, you have to describe it, that why the civilization 1 here is being called the first urban civilization. So let's see how to answer this kind of question. This question has 3 marks, and for writing the answer of this question, you have to give 3 paras. In first para, you have to give introduction, where you must write knowledge-based information related to the topic, as it will ensure 1 mark for your answer and give your teacher a clear idea that you have understood the question clearly. For the second para, you have to describe the answer clearly based on the stem. Okay. Your answer should be from the knowledge base of your book knowledge. I'm saying clearly to you that you will not find the answer directly in your book for this type of questions. That is why understanding the stem clearly is very important here. Then, for the third para, write the conclusion. You may direct write the conclusion here, or also you can add information in this para if you want to. Now the answer. For answering this question in particular, you have to read the Indus Civilization clearly. I have given a hint here about writing the answer of question C. Let's take a look. How can you write the answer for this question in particular? For the introduction, you may write which civilization has been being indicated in the stem. That is, Civilization 1 is indicating to Indus Civilization as it was the first urban civilization in the Indian subcontinent. By writing this, you are giving your teacher clear knowledge-based information regarding the topic. After the introduction, go for description part. That means second para. As we have seen in the stem that it was indicating to Indus civilization, now for the description you have to describe Indus civilization. You also have to write the 2 major cities of Indus civilization, which were Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. And then again you have to write how the cities were so developed, what we have seen in the cities. Like Harappa had an advanced town planning and Mohenjo-daro had large bathing system, right? You have to write it all. What you don't have to write is about the second urban civilization, as it will be unnecessary for answering the question. So don't write about the second urban civilization in the description of Indus civilization. Okay? After describing your answer based on the stem, now you can write the conclusion in third para, such as, from the above, you can say that the mentioned civilization is certainly Indus civilization. That will complete your answer well and you will cut a good figure in your examination, I believe. Now, the question number D. So, let's see what the question first. The question was, evaluate the statement that Civilization 2 was the internal and international center of commerce. So, you have to evaluate this. That means, first you have to understand about which civilization the stem is talking about. Then you can go for further discussion to answer the question. I am assured now that all of you have guessed the answer already, right? Well, then again, let's see how to answer the question. This question has 4 marks, and for writing the answer of this question, you have to give 4 paras. In first para, you have to give introduction, where you must write knowledge-based information related to the topic, right? As it will ensure 1 mark for your answer and give your teacher a clear idea that you have understood the question clearly. Same as before. I'm saying the same thing again and again and again. You must be got bored that why is me saying the same thing or repeating the same thing, so that you don't mistake writing the system of this creative questions answer, so that you can able to write the answers in a proper way and you can make a good result. Okay, that is why I'm repeating the same thing. So don't forget the way of writing the answers for the creative question. So let's go back to the answering for the question number D. Now when you have just written the civilization name for the introduction, which was the center of internal and international trade and commerce, now we know that the civilization that was the internal and international center for the trade of commerce, it was Uari Bateshwar. So Uari Bateshwar will be the correct answer here. So write that for the introduction. You just have to be careful that whether you are giving proper information to your teacher or not for the introduction. For the second para, you have to describe the answer. You have to describe the topic based on your book knowledge which you have found similar to the STEM. Such as for this question in particular, you can write about the description of Uari Bateshwar in the second para. For the third para, justify your answer based on the STEM, such as why it was the center of internal and international trade and commerce. As you have already discussed about Uari Bateshwar in second para, now you can write the point or exact reasons that why you think that Uari Bateshwar was the internal and international center for trade and commerce. Like you can write that Uari Bateshwar was a river port. Internal and international center of commerce was Uari Bateshwar as well. The discovery of related earthenware and sandwich glass beads at Uari Bateshwar establishes its commercial connection with Mediterranean region. Pots with knobs made from heightened bronze and established commercial relation of Uari Bateshwar to Southeast Asia, right? And the earliest art of painting of Bangladesh has been discovered at Uari Bateshwar as well. For all this reason, you can say that Uari Bateshwar was the internal and international center for trade and commerce. Now that you have described all these things, now you're ready to draw the conclusion. Okay, that will be in the fourth para. Now you will complete your answer with the conclusion well, and if you write in this way, you will surely cut a good figure in your examination very easily. Okay. After discussing the creative question, now it is time for your feedback. Let me see whether you have understood it well or not. Okay, so are you ready for giving your feedback? Okay, very good. Let's see. Tell me that what was the capital of pundranagar? Well, yes, you are correct. Very good. Then the second question for you, that when did Alexander Cunningham survey Mahasthangar? Can you remember? We have discussed it, right? Already? Yes, you were right. Brilliant. Okay, let's see the third question. Who was Muhammad Hanif? Okay, so can you remember? Yes, you are right. Okay, let's see the fourth number question. When did Uari Bateshwar develop? Can you answer this easy question? Very good. Students who can answer properly, keep up the good work. For the rest, I have given the answer. But you have to not worry, as I have already given the answer, but you have to study hard at your home. Otherwise, you won't able to have good marks on upcoming examination, right? So study hard, okay? Don't fall behind. Let's see the answers for the feedback now. The first answer of the first question will be Pundra Burdwan. It was the capital of pundranagar. The second answer of the second question was that Alexander Cunningham surveyed Mahasthangar in 1879. It will be the main answer or correct here. Okay, then Muhammad Hanif was a school teacher, right, who collected the relics of Uari Bateshwar. Then 2500 years ago, Uari Bateshwar developed. So the answer for the fourth question will be 2500 years ago. Now it is time to give your homework. For your homework, you have to write the C number question from your given CQ. So students, that's all for today's class. I hope All of you have understood what we have learned in our today's class. But one thing I want to warn you before finishing our class, and that is don't forget to do your homework and don't forget to learn your lesson every day. With this, I'm ending the class. Thank you for staying with me.